New at 5, an exclusive interview you'll only see on Denver 7. President Trump's pick to lead the Drug Enforcement Administration speaking out after a string of operations across the Denver metro.
This after the agency announced dozens of arrests last month. Several of those arrested were identified as members of the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. Denver 7 Chief Investigative Reporter Tony Kovaleski sat down with the DEA's new acting administrator and joins us live in studio.
And Tony, he was not afraid to say some pretty controversial things.
Yeah, good evening, Jacqueline and Micah. Clearly, this was anything but a vanilla interview. The highest current ranking member of the DEA was not afraid to take the gloves off, sending strong messages to local gang members and state and local lawmakers.
I came here because this is ground zero for some of the most violent criminals in America, destroying our families, destroying our communities.
The guy at the top of the DEA candidly addressed Colorado's gang and drug challenges, issues that have polarized lawmakers and law enforcement for nearly a year.
Now we are learning that the command and control for TDA in the entire United States of America is right here in Colorado. Now I have my own opinion about that, okay? And my opinion is that normally criminals take advantage of vulnerabilities and weaknesses. And in my opinion, right, people in this state have allowed illegal violent criminals in here at record levels, but I got a warning for the TDA members. Start running now, because the team of the DEA, working with their partners from FBI, ATF, HSI, ICRO, and our state and local counterparts, it's a team that takes public safety and national security serious, and they've already proven what they can do, so they better go find another state, because they're not welcome here in Colorado.
You just said that Colorado was the epicenter of TDA. Help me understand what gives you the confidence to make that claim.
Based on the intelligence that we're getting from the men and women on the front lines and what we're seeing.
Sir, what do you say to state and local politicians that have said this TDA issue has been overblown here in Colorado?
I would say wake up, pay attention, talk to the citizens that can't go out of their house at night when gunshots are going off. The politics have to stop. This is not a red or a blue issue. This is a red, white, and blue issue. Every American should care what's going on, not just in Colorado, but the entire country.
We also directly addressed criticisms of DEA operations since the start of this year. Inside the interview room, tables were filled with recently confiscated methamphetamine and fentanyl. Recent reports have detailed about 100 arrests, including this early Sunday raid back in January of a makeshift nightclub in Adams County, a location the DEA said was an invitation-only party filled with TDA gang members and their friends. How do you address the criticism that the operations have received here in Colorado and around the country?
So for me, for those critics out there, how many lives is that saving? So why don't you thank law enforcement instead of being Monday morning quarterbacks sitting at home and being critics? Why don't you thank them? And why don't you ask the politicians in the state of Colorado why they're not uniting? Why are they fighting the force of good that's going after evil? That would be my question.
So Derek Maltz is the acting administrator, and he'll hold that seat until Congress addresses President Trump's appointee, and that's expected to be sometime next month. Maltz also made it clear his agency supports immigration and has no issue with immigrants here trying to make a better life and following the laws of the land. He added diversity is critical to our success as a country, and that violent gangs like TDA and drug cartels will be held accountable now and in the future. Really outspoken, took on some critical issues, and obviously he's not afraid to tell it like he sees it.
Yeah, and you're asking some of those tough questions too. Thank you, Tony.
You can watch Tony's complete one-on-one interview with the acting administrator of the DEA. Just look for this story on Denver7.com.